don't know what else to say, but this is become very unfortunate for the Dallas Mavericks. Very unfortunate. So, you know how I like to say, enough of the fluff, let's get to the stuff. Well, before we get to the stuff, I just want to open by saying that the news that I am about to break down to you, the perspectives I'm going to share with you, well, the news is not my news, but the news is very official. But my perspective might not be popular, to say the least. But again, enough of the fluff, and let's get to the stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Kyrie Irving has a bulging disc in his back and is expected to miss 1 to 2 weeks. Sources tell me and ESPN McMahon there is optimism that treatment over the coming days will provide a return to play target date. Oh man, this season. It is very unfortunate what is transpiring with our season this year. We had high hopes for the Mavericks. You know, we all thought it was going to be a great season, to say the least, right? We all had high hopes, man. We all thought highly of what the squad was capable of. And now we're in a situation to where you're without Luka, now you're without Kyrie, and now it's just like, what do you do, right? What do you do? A bulging disc in your back is not no easy fix. And I know they say 1 to 2 weeks, and I think that's kind of like a damage control kind of date. It's a very optimistic date. Very optimistic. I don't think Kyrie just comes back from some back issue like that. And it's not a good look for an older player like Kyrie's stature and his abilities. Like, a low back is a massive issue, bro. It's big time issue. So with that being said, I already had unpopular opinions because of the Luka injury, and then the constant, players that have been out and injuries here and there with Lively and suspensions with Najee and PJ and things of that sort. And I felt that the Mavericks were on the cusp of going into a 5-game losing streak. Literally predicted it before it started happening. And here we are 4 games later, about to go into our 5th game against the Memphis Grizzlies of the losing streak. And without Kyrie, there was like optimism that we could beat the Grizzlies. But when I looked at the Grizzlies roster, I felt more and more that the Grizzlies still have a pretty good chance to beat us. And now without Kyrie against the following teams, like, you start to have this perspective of what is going on with our season, right? And again, what I am about to share, it is not hyperbole. It is not knee-jerk reaction. It's not being dramatic or panicking or none of that. This is just a realistic perspective that I have. So let's look at the rest of the schedule. Unfortunately, Kyrie's out, man. It's really unfortunate. And, some people might not think I'm being genuine about that, but I really am, because you needed to stay afloat while Luka was out. Right now, you are 20-15, right? So say we lose to Memphis, say we lose to Los Angeles, 20-17. With Kyrie, we lost to Portland. Without him, man, you're on a big home stretch. That's tough, man. That is so tough. And look at the prices of the tickets. They've come down some. It's like you go to one of these games now. So you just look at this schedule, bro, and you could legit go on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going on a whole 9-game losing streak. You should be able to beat New Orleans, right? You should be able to beat New Orleans. And then you got Oklahoma City. And then you got Charlotte at 11 a.m. I'm not confident about the Mavericks in early games. Then you got Minnesota, Oklahoma, Boston again. Washington, you should be able to win. New Orleans, you should be able to win. Detroit, you never know. THJ might just go off. Cleveland, you're not winning. Philadelphia, you might not win because Embiid might be back and ready to go. Boston, you're not winning. Houston, you're not winning. Sacramento, you might have a chance, right? So if we go back and look at this, January 6th, let's say 2 weeks from now, 14 days, right? That's January the 20th. Kyrie would probably be reevaluated then, and then you could set a target date for when he'll return. But I don't even know when he returns. That if we're good enough to even beat a Minnesota, Oklahoma City, Boston, things of that sort. If he returns and he's good to go, I'm gonna assume it's more like February, or hell, they might even push it to the February 21st. February 21st is when I expect Luka to be back. Like, that is my optimistic date, right? That's my optimistic date for Luka to be back. But bro, you could see a crazy losing streak, multiple crazy losing streaks leading up to Luka's return. And if Luka returns to a team that is 500 or even less than 500, right? Because real quick, we could be like 23 and 28, 23 and 30. And at that point, if you're being legitimate about Luka's injuries and Kyrie's injuries, I think at that point it'd be very. No, I don't want to say it because then you're gonna like clip this and you're gonna kill me over it. I'm just saying, like, a calf strain is a very serious issue for me, for everything that Luka does, all the movements that he has to utilize. He utilizes his lower body so much. And then Kyrie with a low back. If you're losing grotesquely leading up to them being available again, you might have to just consider punting the season at that point and try to get a better draft pick and let them heal and hope that Luka goes into the offseason focused on healing and getting better for next season, and hope that Kyrie is able to actually deal with his issues and not have to get surgeries for a low back issue. Like, these are actually really, really, really serious situations. And I hope people don't take this stuff lightly because it's legit. This is real stuff. And when you got a team that needs a Luka to be a contender, and when you have a team that doesn't have Luka and you need Kyrie to at least stay afloat and be able to get some wins, and you need Lively and Najee and all these players to stay on the court and not get suspended or always be injured, like, you're asking for so much for a team to do. And it is going to be tough because you don't have another, scoring creator like a Kyrie or Luka. And yeah, Spencer has done well in his time, but that was not the expectation for Spencer. Spencer was supposed to come here and help, not be the orchestrator of the offense. Hardy was supposed to take a leap, and he hasn't. Exum coming back might help, but will it be enough to beat anybody? Like, legitimately. So I'm not trying to say it's all doom and gloom, but boy, it is going to be 2 weeks from now is going to tell us everything about this season. To me, I already see it. I already see the writing on the wall. I already know what to expect. But if they could find a way to get some wins, like if the Mavericks could win tonight, and if they could beat Portland, and if they could steal one against Denver, then you might still have some life on this team. But a loss like Kyrie tonight is a gut punch to this team. Like, don't think it's not a gut punch. If it's as big of a gut punch to us, imagine how much of a gut punch it is to the team. So, with all that being said, man, all the Mavericks fans, y'all need to keep y'all head up. This might be a rough season with a horrible landing at the end of it. And hopefully if things do go bad, hopefully we get a very, very good pick. Hopefully the ping pong ball goes the right way and lands a number one pick for the Mavericks, right? Like, that'd be great. That'd be amazing. But all in all, I just think it's just really unfortunate, man. We had so much high hopes going into the season, and now it just looks like a lost cause in a way. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just so out of words that I just hope the Mavericks can find a way to stay 500 by the time Luka gets back and then go crazy. But if they are below 500 when Luka gets back, what is the risk to reward ratio at that point, right? I don't know, man. Y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all think. I don't know. Try to lift my spirits. Tell me something that I'm not considering that you see on this team that tells you, hey, we can still win while Kyrie and Luka are out. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know. But it is just my perspective. Please don't kill me for it. I just seeing the writing on the wall, it don't look good. It don't look good. Anyway, man, I just wanted to break that down. Y'all, it's been your boy TGK. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Consider liking if you like. Consider subscribing. And until next one, we out.